Hi everyone. Thanks for joining this video. My name is Vivek, and over the next 1 hour or so, we are going to talk about Snowflake and associated concepts. If you are a beginner and curious about Snowflake, stay tuned because we have Praveen with us, who is an established Snowflake trainer. Praveen has helped a significant number of students understand Snowflake, and he has helped them land great jobs as well. So, without any further delay, I'll pass on the baton to Praveen. Praveen, over to you. Can you please give a quick introduction about yourself and then we can move to Snowflake?
Yeah, thank you, Vivek. So myself, Praveen Kumar Vamseti. I have a total of 10 plus years of IT experience with the major skill sets of Oracle, SQL, PL SQL, Snowflake, and DBT. Okay. For the past years, I'm trying to give full-time training and freelancer I'm trying to give. Okay. Okay, let's start about Snowflake. Okay.
Sure.
Let me share the screen. So I'll try to give what is Snowflake high level. Okay, so Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse. Okay, I'll try to give detail. It's a cloud-based data warehouse mainly for data storage, data processing, and data analytics. Okay, simple thing. It's a mainly Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse mainly for it's an analytical solution. Okay, so it's a solution. Okay. So simple thing, one more time. It's a cloud-based data warehouse mainly for storaging purpose, processing, and analytics. Simply, it's an OLAP system, nothing but online analytical processing. Okay, and Snowflake is mainly used. No, it's for mainly for data migration project. So see, this is the important one. Okay, Snowflake is mainly for data migration project. So data migration project is nothing but for moving the data from one data source to Snowflake. Okay, so this is simple thing. So data migration, nothing but what? Moving the data from one data source to Snowflake. What exactly moving in the sense like what we are trying to move? The tables, the views, the functions, and the procedures. I'll try to give one more time. Okay, so see the same thing. Okay, see. It's a data migration. See, already our application is there in one system. But what happened because of performance, because of cost cutting, because of security reasons, or so on reasons, what happened? The company wants to move their data to Snowflake. So what exactly we are trying to move? We are trying to move the tables, the views, the functions, and the process. So simply one more time, it's a cloud-based data warehouse, mainly for analytical solution, for storage purpose, for processing and analytics. Okay, so Snowflake is mainly for data migration. So moving the data from one data source. Here, data source in a sense like what? In a sense like what? So it can be Oracle database, SQL server, okay, any database. So DB2, okay. So MySQL or Teradata or Redshift.
So,
Okay. Yes,
couple
yes,
of questions here, Praveen.
yes, go ahead.
So the first thing you said that it's a cloud-based data warehouse, right? So,
Yes.
at the top you mentioned. So, what are the different cloud vendors it supports?
Okay, see now remember Snowflake supports multi-cloud, supports AWS, that is nothing but Amazon Web Services. Okay, and then the other one is okay, so Microsoft Azure, okay, Azure, and the GCP, nothing but Google Cloud Platform. So we can able to bring the data from the different clouds. It can be AWS cloud, it can be Azure cloud, it can be GCP cloud. So from these three clouds, we can able to bring the data. Yes, that's good. Any other doubts?
So, Praveen, one more question, right? So, you mentioned that we migrate data from traditional on-prem databases to Snowflake, right?
Yes.
Why do we do that? Why do we even need Snowflake, right? Why not report from Oracle SQL Server directly?
I'll try to give one use case. Suppose like
Sure.
I'm having one phone, it's having 128 GB is there. Okay, so this is my storage. Now what happens? Suppose like see, because of my photos and my videos, okay, Now the storage occupy 120 GB. Now tell me the performance of the phone will be faster, will be slower. When the data increases, when the storage increases, the performance degrades. That's what the point. Now, so when the storage increases, what happened? We have only 8 GB. So in a sense, like what storage will get? Okay, storage increases, the performance degrade. Now, what generally we'll do? So we'll move whether we suppose like unimportant videos we'll try to remove or delete it, or else like what, we'll move the important videos to either Google Drive. Now Google Drive is nothing but a cloud only. So same concept. Now the Oracle database or the on-premises database, what happened now, the storage, okay, is somewhat limited. So here when you go to cloud, in a sense like what, the storage is unlimited. Okay, so there is no, okay, see, so we can able to store huge volume. Remember, Snowflake can handle huge volume like terabytes of volumes to petabytes of volume with an ease. Okay, so whereas the Oracle are like this, like some limitation, like the infrastructure, everything we should manage. Whereas this no cloud is a Snowflake is a SaaS. It's nothing but software as a service. So what exactly this thing in the sense like what? So see, no need to install any software or any hardware, the upgradation part, the patches we don't do. This all things done by the service provider. Whereas the Oracle, now we should do these things. So these all things we should do. Whereas the SaaS is nothing but what, the software installation, the upgradation, this all things done by the service provider. Just we should create account and we need to work on. So we can able to easily scale up and scale down because of the performance. We can able to easily scale up and scale down. We can able to do all these things. Yes, that's good.
Sure.
Mm.
Sure. I think that clarifies. So if we have to explain Snowflake to a layman, right? How would you explain it?
Like it's a like simple, it's a cloud storage. Simple thing, two things, cloud storage and the SaaS, another thing is data migration. So these 3 points we can able to say. So simply say it can handle huge volumes. Storage nothing but what? Handle huge volume, terabytes to petabytes of volume. So this is the same thing. One more thing is
Okay.
a SaaS. Otherwise, these 3 things we can able to define by Snowflake. Okay, simple
All right.
storage, processing, analytics, and migrating. So migrate is nothing but what, one system to other system. We are trying to migrate the data. That's good.
Sure. 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 I think we can move forward. You can move forward to the PPT, Praveen.
Let's see one more time. What is Snowflake? It's a fully managed cloud-based data warehouse solution. So simply it's an OLAP solution. It's a cloud data platform. It can handle huge volumes of data. Our data will be stored in the cloud. Okay. Next is it's mainly for storage purpose, processing, and analytical solution. And just now you say no, it's a SaaS. It's a software as a service platform to load, analyze, and report on massive data. Massive data in the sense like what? It can be terabytes to petabytes of volumes. It can able to handle easily. Okay. Same thing. Go for next slide. Okay. See, simple data storage, data processing, and the data analytics. Okay. And next one is that why Snowflake? So see, because so Snowflake can improve the performance. So simple, if you know SQL, we can able to communicate Snowflake. We can able to easily scale up and scale down, increasing the warehouse size and decreasing the warehouse size. We can able to done easily the performance part. If you know SQL, we can able to easily communicate to the Snowflake. And one scalability, we can easily scale up and scale. Suppose like I'm having full load, like load is high. Then what happen? I can able to increase the scale, like virtual arrows. We can able to increase size from one warehouse size to other warehouse. This is not but scaling up and scaling down. Next is the data storage. So it can store data from different on-premises or cloud. It can take the data from
So
different.
Praveen, sorry
As
to stop you in between.
sure,
You
sure.
were saying that when the data volume increases, we can scale the warehouse, right? Can you explain that a little more?
Like this, like it's like what I'm not saying. Like when the processing is, I know what happened. I am trying to get the warehouse size. Okay, let me go back and try to show in 1 second. Okay, so for your question, I'm trying to answer. See here. So this is the warehouse. It's a virtual warehouse. Okay, it's a compute warehouse, transfer warehouse. Okay, so for as of now, I'm having two warehouse, compute warehouse and a transfer warehouse. See here what happened. When you click on this value, okay, see the same thing. Click on this value. Now it's a okay. See, I make it to suspend. Okay, for understanding purpose, let me insert one record. So insert into car sales. Suppose like ID. values. Okay, see, simple example. Now see, it's in which status? As of now, it's in suspended status. Now what happened? Let me execute a DML statement. Okay. Now see, it's executed. Now see what happened? This got in which state? It's in started status. If you want to perform any DML operations, so DRL operations or data loading operation, compulsory we should require virtual warehouse. Okay, this is not bad. It's a virtual warehouse. Simple. If you want to process any statements, okay, so we should require virtual warehouse. Okay, this is a virtual warehouse. Now to your point, scaling up, scaling. No, suppose like see, I'm having one load came, one load. Okay, suppose like I'm having one table. It's having huge volumes of data. Now I want to okay retrieve the data. Now it's taking suppose like it's taking 10 minutes of time. Then what I'll do? I'll go back. Okay, see now what happened? Now size is extra small. Now I make it to medium. This is nothing but scaling up. Okay, I'm increasing the warehouse from extra small to medium. Now what happened now? So see, we can able to get the data. This is nothing but scaling up and scaling. Suppose like see, now I don't have that much load. I can able to go back and I can able to reduce the size. So this is not scaling up and scaling down. It's like mainly for performance purpose. If I want to get it faster manner, we'll try to increase the size. Now the load is not that much good because simply you can go for normal size. That's what the point I want. So it's a scaling up and a scaling down. Okay, yes, you're good.
Sure,
Yeah.
Praveen.
Okay.
So what are DRL operations? You
So,
mentioned about DML,
so
DRL, and data
DRL
loading.
sentiments, it's a data retrieval line. That is simple select statement. Select statement. Okay, select
Sure,
statement is nothing but say data. Suppose like say what happened right now. I'll make it to okay. So I'll make it to suspend state. Now what happened? I want to filter. Okay, where ID greater than or equal to 1. Okay, let me select this query, simple query. Now what happened? Now see, it's getting what? It's getting started status for the pointer. See, whenever you perform any DMLs like okay, insert, update, delete, merge, or like DRL, like nothing but select statement or data loading, data load. These are the operations require compulsory warehouse. Okay, that's why it's getting automatically resume. This was the virtual warehouse concept. Got that?
sure, sure. I got it, Praveen.
Okay, go to the PPT one more time. Okay. Okay. Performance, SQL support, scalability. Just now we discussed now, we can able to get it. Under data source, see what happened. Go back here. Let me go back to Snowflake. This is Snowflake UI database. Okay, I'll try to, okay, database is there. Go to any database, any schema. Now see, click on this value. We can able to get the data from Amazon S3, Microsoft Azure, GCP. So earlier I said no, we can able to bring the data from different clouds. It can be Amazon, Microsoft Azure, and GCP. So Snowflake supports bringing data from different clouds. It can be AWS, Azure, and GCP. So
So,
multi-cloud support. Yes, good.
so Praveen, you were initially mentioning that we may have data. So let's say we have data in SQL Server right now. Okay,
Okay. Mm,
that is one of our source system, and we
mm,
want to move that data to Snowflake. How
mm.
can we do that?
I'll try to explain the flow. Okay, so once you complete this slide, I can able to tell
Sure,
the flow.
sure.
Okay, once you the flow, you can able to understand what exactly the flow is there. Okay, then you can able to understand okay how we are migrating the from on premises to Snowflake. Okay,
Sure.
okay, okay. So go back here. Okay, so data storage. Next is zero minute because it's a SaaS model. No need to install okay any software. The okay, so the okay the patches, this thing all maintained by the service provider is Snowflake. That's why it's a zero maintenance. Okay. Next is the fast analytics. Okay, and data sharing. Suppose like I want to share data to different clients. So we're having the concept of data sharing in Snowflake. We can able to easily share data to different clients. So this is about data sharing concept. Okay. Other than is that on-demand pricing. So in the sense like it's a pay as you go model. Okay. How long you're using, we need to pay that much thing. It's a on-demand pricing. It's a pay as you go. Other one is that is important point. So Snowflake support structured data as well as semi-structured data. Let me go back to the UI. I'll try to show you one more time. Okay. So go back here. Okay. Go to anything. Suppose like click on any database. So this is the UI. I'll try to okay cover up a little bit. Okay. Suppose like go to any database. Okay, in a schema. So click on table, click on this thing. So load data. So browse, take any file. Suppose like simple thing. I'll take the file. Go back here. Go for next. So see, Snowflake support structured data, that is CSV file, comma separate value, tab separate value, and it supports semi-structured data. It supports JSON, Parquet, Avro, ORC, XML. So this was the point I want to convey. Okay, so Snowflake support processing structured data as well as semi-structured data from the Snowflake Snow site. Got the point?
So
It's good.
we do not have so Praveen, we do not have Excel here. We cannot load data from Excel to
No,
Snowflake.
Excel directly it is not possible. We should convert that Excel into CSV file and we need to load accordingly.
All right.
So directly
Yeah,
it is not possible. Okay, say
sure.
supports comma separate value and a sec. Okay, this. So Excel for this Excel now what happened? We should convert them and we should we should process them again like CSV. We should convert the Excel into CSV file. Okay,
Sure, sure.
so go back here. Okay, okay, structured data, semi-structured data. Another one is that, so security. Okay, so security policies are good. And what happened? We are having the concept of time travel and fail safe. I'll try to explain what exactly in the like next session, next okay, in coming time.
Sure.
Time travel and fail safe and zero copy cloning. So these two are very, very important feature in Snowflake, the time travel and the fail safe and the cloning. So from production data, entire production data, I can able to bring to dev. From dev to I can able testing and make it to QA. So this is about cloning. So time travel and fail safe cloning. These two are very, very important topics in, or very, very important features in supported by Snowflake. Okay. And as of now, these are the, so why you choose Snowflake? These are the some of the features. There's so many things as of now, just are highlighted some of the things.
So Praveen, you are referring to Snowflake in context of data migration project. Can you please explain that a little more?
I will explain what exactly data migration project, then you can able to understand what exactly Snowflake will come into picture. So simple thing, suppose let's say I am the CEO of ABC car sales company. Okay, now what happened? Now see, I want to, I want to, I want to know the business of 2023. Okay, in the 2023 year, I'm getting either profits or loss. I want to know. But what happened? My data is there in different region. It is there in India. Okay, it is there in US. It is there in UK. Okay, so my company is situated. It has multiple branches in India. It is there in US and UK. In India, it is there in Oracle database. That is OLTP system. Okay, same thing in US. It is there in SQL Server system. Okay, OLTP, or you can say one cloud, you can say SAP HANA. So SAP HANA, okay, cloud database. Okay, so this is the same thing. In a similar fashion, it is there. Suppose like it's in flat files. So now it's suppose like it's in JSON file format. Okay, so see, my company is situated in India, US, UK. But what happened? I want to know my business, but it is there in different region. How can I know what? That's why I am trying to suppose like see, it's occupying 50% share here and 30% share here. Okay, and 20% share here. Okay, now what happened? Now I want to know business, but data is in different reasons. I can't able to predict and I can't able to understand or I can't able to analyze what exactly my business is there. That's why what I want to bring all this data into one place. How can I bring all this data to one place? So with the help of so now who will come into picture? How to store this much of huge volumes of data? Snowflake will come into picture. So this is the thing. So we are moving all this 50% data, 30% data, and 20% data in one centralized unit storage network, Snowflake. So we are right now we're having 100% data. Okay, one more time. So we are bringing all these three data into one Snowflake. Now what happened? Now I say, now how can we communicate with the Snowflake? With the help of SQL, I am trying to do the transformation. Okay, and transformation what ultimately this transformation is given to so Power BI guy in the form of use so that they can able to create the dashboard. So simply why I'm trying to move all this data to I want to analyze. So how can I analyze? First we should store the data, then process the data, and then analyze the data. So how can I do all these three steps in a thing? We should go for Snowflake. So bringing data from different sources and put into Snowflake, process nothing but it's a transformation, data transformations, and I am trying to do analysis. Ultimately, what I'll try to create views. So this views will be given to the data consumption. That is nothing but Power BI guys, they can able to analyze and they can able to create the dashboards. Now what happened? These dashboards will be seen by the CEO and they can able to understand in which region they're getting the profit and in which region they can getting the losses. Okay, hope this is like
Sure.
same thing. I'll try to show you the PPT, then you'll get some clarity. Okay, so what exactly we are trying to do. Okay, so it's a real-time project architecture. If you're able to understand this thing, so it's a Snowflake is simple and we can able to implement easily. Now see, just now, my data source is having, it is in different sources. It can be CSV files, it can be Excel files, TXT and JSON. Next is that what? Okay, it supports, okay, it can be data is in Oracle database, SQL server. Okay, same thing, it's an on-premises, same thing, these are the cloud things. Okay. For understanding purpose, my data is in JSON files. It is there in Oracle database. It's there in SAP HANA. Now what happened? I want to understand my business. That's what I am trying to move all this data to Snowflake. Okay, so why I'm moving it's not, but it's a data migration. So we are trying to bring all this data to Snowflake so that I can able to process and I can able to analyze the data. Now see, this is on-premises and this is Snowflake. Now see, remember Snowflake supports multi-cloud, AWS, GCP, Azure. Now what happened? We want to bring all this data into Snowflake environment. Now what happened? Now see, so this is on premises we can able to bring there. These are the steps, the internal steps. This thing little bit okay. See by using now what happened? This is big data. We can't able to bring directly into Snowflake. Now who will come into picture? The ETL tools, the extraction, transformations, and load. It can be Informatica, it can be ADF. So by using ETL tools, we are bringing into Snowflake. So before bringing into Snowflake, we are putting into data cloud. So this S3 will access a data cloud. And Amazon S3 to store the files and folders. Okay, see one more time.
So,
Now,
so Praveen,
Oswald,
sorry to stop you there.
mm,
So,
mm.
which are some of the popular ETL tools you see in the market right now to
Like it's
load
like
data from on-prem to S3?
okay, generally use Informatica or IACS as a talent or ADF or depends on the companies. They'll so right now like Informatica, IACS and ADF are a little bit okay, booming. Okay, so you can
Sure.
say like it depends on companies, their strategies, their okay, so their commitment, they can able to go for entry. So right now Informatica are the cloud one, IACS or the ADF one, they can able to make. Okay, see now, so we can directly move the data from on-premises to Snowflake. But what happened? Company wants to preserve this historical data. That's why. So we are putting into. We said it S3 will access a data lake. We said like what happened. So we are bringing this data from here to S3. How can we bring it with the help of ETL tools? It can be Informatica, IACS, ADF, or Talent. Any of the ETL tools they are trying to bring into S3. Yes, it can be S3, it can be Azure, or it can be GCP. From here, what happened? We should create them. So see, we should create the external stages. So these are the stages concept will come into picture. If I want to bring the data from Snow S3 to Snowflake, we should make some external stage. So from there, by using these are the pipelines. Okay, Snowpipe. So these are the by using this copy statement, Snowpipe external table. So by using three methods, we can able to bring this data to Snowflake. One more time, our data is situated in the S3 in the form of CSV files, JSON files, or any file format. From here, what happen if I want to bring this data, we should make some external stages will come into picture. From external stages, with the help of this copy statement, with the help of this Snowpipe, with the help of external table, we are trying to ingest into our Snowflake staging tables. This is nothing but say creating data pipelines from S3 to Snowflake. This is called as data pipeline. We are moving the data from S3 to Snowflake with the help of these three functionality. That is copy, Snowpipe, and external table. This is called as data pipelines. Now our data is in staging tables. Now what happened now with the help of SQL, I want to the aggregate concept, analytical concept, multiple table, joins concept, null handle. This all things will be done in the transformations part. Then go for the ultimately we should load this data into reporting tables. From this reporting tables, who will consume? Ultimately, the data consumption people. That is not BI, business intelligence, or reporting people. They are trying to consume the data. Okay, so it can be Tableau, it can be Power BI, it can be ClickView, or it can be Looker. So ultimately, we are bringing all our systems data OLTP system data into Snowflake, do the transformations, and ultimately give to the consumption layer. What they will do? So see, we should give them the views. So that what they can able to utilize the data, and they can able to create the dashboard, so that they can able to use them in different. So that what the client or the end user or the stakeholder, they can able to understand what exactly their business is, so that they can suppose like some reason they're having the losses are there, then they based on the data, they want to analyze the data, and they can able to get it done. Okay, so main purpose of every company is to store the historical data, to process them, and to analyze them. This was the main motto of any company.
Sure, sure. Thank you,
Okay, so you
Praveen.
got the point. So
Yeah,
actually, if you're able to follow this thing, you can able to easily understand what's why Snowflake come into picture, what exactly it does, and why companies are moving to Snowflake. Because of performance, see, it can support multi-cloud, AWS, Azure, and GCP. It supports multi-file format. That's okay, structured data as well as semi-structured data. And what happened because of some features like data sharing, okay, security, okay, then what happened, zero copy cloning, time travel. So because of all these features now, and easily scale up and scale, because of all these features now, what happened, every companies are migrate to Snowflake. Okay, this is the main motto. Okay, oh, this is clear.
sure, Praveen. We can
Okay,
move forward.
okay, sure. We'll see the features of Snowflake. Okay, so just now says no, like before that, no, let me create one Snowflake account for you. Snowflake account. So based, so that what we can able to understand. So before that, I say no, so for Snowflake, do we need to install any software or any hardware as of now? For Snowflake, no, because it's a SaaS model. No need to install any software or any hardware. So just what should have? We should have one Snowflake account, and we can able to make it working. Okay. Let me open Snowflake Cloud. Okay, so see Snowflake Cloud. So first one, sign up for Snowflake. So see, we should give, okay, it's a 30-day free trial there. So within 30 days, so it will be there. Okay, see, give our okay, name. Okay, so Kumar. Okay, go to company mail. Okay, we should give our mail. Okay, let me open this. So I'll take the mail ID. I'll debit in our is now debit mail ID. So see, we can able to give any name. Okay, so DBT Praveen. Now go back here. So company, we can put any name. Now see what now, if you are able to learn Snowflake now, we should apply for which role? It's a Snowflake developer or Snowflake. We can put anything, but what happened after completion of this Snowflake learning, we can go for which position? Snowflake developer or Snowflake data engineer profile. One more time. So see, if you are able to learn Snowflake, and we can able to apply for Snowflake developer, Snowflake data engineer profile. Okay, so continue. Okay, so continue. Okay, see, there's so many versions are there. Okay, I'm showing for editions are there. I'm going for enterprise. I click on anything. Okay, AWS. So before that, what happened? So Snowflake doesn't have its own storage. If you click on this AWS, our data will be stored on AWS. If you click on Azure, our data will be stored on Azure. So Snowflake doesn't have its own storage mechanism. So if you click on this thing, what happened? Our data will be stored in AWS account. Okay, see, it can support multi data centers. I'm going for Asia, Singapore.
So, so
It's good.
will it the if we choose Azure, if we choose Amazon Web Services or GCP, will it make a difference or the Snowflake functionality will remain the same?
Remain the same. It's one. Okay, it's like storage purpose. Okay, see, so it doesn't have any impact. It's like storage. If you click for storage, if we click for AWS, our data will be stored in AWS. That's what the point. Okay,
Sure.
got the point. And remember, so these are the data centers. Suppose like see, our project is there in Ireland. Now, can I go for Singapore or no? We should click for Ireland. Okay, see data centers because so some data, if I go for Singapore, but my data is in Ireland, what happened? There is some data latency will be there to overcome this functionality. What happened? So we should choose the nearest data center. Okay, suppose like say I'm in Singapore, I can go for Singapore and I can able to click this. So but data center, our data will be stored in this region. Okay. So click on this value, get started. Okay. So skip. Okay, scroll down. Okay, skip. Okay. So this one on it, skip. Okay, now see a confirmation will come to our thing. Okay, so do dbt Praveen at the rate gmail.com. So before know what I said, it's a SaaS software as a service, no need to install any software or any other. So if you see no Oracle, I should install this Oracle software, I should work on it. Okay, whereas Snowflake is a SaaS, no need to install anything, just to create account. Now see, one mail came. Now click on this value. So see, click to activate. Activate your Snowflake account. So this is for how many days? It is for 30 days free trial is there. We can able to work on it. So we can give any name. So Praveen, SF. Okay. I should give the password. Okay. So my name is Praveen SF. I put, okay, Praveen Snowflake. Let me see the same thing. Okay. So we can skip for now. So see what happened. So we can able to communicate the Snowflake with the help of SQL and with the help of Python. See, okay, see, create SQL worksheet, Python worksheet, notebooks are, if you know, okay, see notebooks also there. Okay, now click on SQL worksheet. Okay, now what happened? Let me create one simple table. Okay, see, I want to create one simple table. Okay, so let me complete. Okay, see, let me create simple table. So create table emp table. Simple use case. I'm taking ID, number, name, varchar. Okay. Now try to use so run. Okay, let me run this program. Now saying it cannot perform create table. This session doesn't have a current database. Now see here, no database is there. So if I want to create any table or any database object, compulsory we should have one database should be there. One more time, if I want to create any table or any database object, compulsory we should have one database should say saying cannot perform create table. This is one session doesn't have any current database. Now, first we should create one database. So create database name. Suppose I'm putting development database. So we should work for in the development database. So see, try to run. Okay, see, database is there. Okay, now see, click refresh the same thing. I will get the development database. Okay, and public schema. Okay, see, I have created one database. So see, let me create this table. Now see what happened. I'm using shortcut Control plus Enter is the shortcut. Okay. So see, this is fine. Okay. So see, now table has been created where in my respective database in the development database. So public schema. Okay, table has been created. Now what happened? Let me insert one record. Okay. So tell me just now earlier I said no for insert record, what you should require? You should require virtual warehouse. Now see it's in which status? It's in suspend status. Now see it's in suspend status.
So
Now what
here we
happened?
have an important thing to note, right,
Mm,
Praveen?
mm,
For
mm.
any DDL statement, we do not need the warehouse,
Okay,
right?
so DDL is nothing but no need of any virtual warehouse.
Right.
So DDL, okay, suppose like confirmation purpose. Now it's in which status? Now it's in suspended status. Okay, see, suspend status. Now what happened? Let me add a new column. Alter. Suppose like I was using alter table name. Okay, see, table name. Add suppose like I wanted city as varchar. Okay. Now control enter the shortcut. Now what happened? Now see, now new column will be added at the last. Now see what about the warehouse? It's in suspend status only. So functionality is that what? DDL doesn't require any virtual warehouse. Let me confirm you one more time. Let me
No,
insert
that's fine. I think,
that's
Praveen,
okay.
we can
Okay, no.
move forward. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay. Now I'm trying to insert one record. Okay, ID, name. So I'm inserting two columns. Compulsory should put how many values? We should put two values. Okay, see one, Praveen. Okay. Now what happened? Let me use Control and shortcut. See now what happened? It should require what? It should require compulsory the virtual warehouse is getting enabled. Okay, that's was the point. Okay, if you want to perform any DML or DRL, compulsory require virtual warehouse. Okay, let me insert some records. So some records I'm trying to insert. Now how to see the data by using select statement, that is data retrieval language EMP. Okay. Now how many records are there as of now? Yeah. So let me insert few more records. Okay. Now what happened now see? We are having how many records are there? Okay, see 9 records are there. Okay. Now what happened in Snowflake? We are having the concept of like see, let me create few tables. Okay, for understanding purpose. Okay. Okay, two tables. Okay, let me go back here. So create table, empt. Okay. So for understanding purpose, some tables I'm creating. So 4 to 5 tables. Okay, tables. Okay. So this many tables. Okay. Now see what happened. Okay, these are the tables. Okay, we can able to see by using short tables, we can find how many tables are there in my database. There are 6 tables are there. Now what happened? We are discussing concept of cloning is there. Now see, now requirement is that what I want to take this entire tables backup. Okay, now what happened in Snowflake? We are having the concept of zero copy cloning. Nothing but what? So without any additional storage, so we can take n number of copies, one more time. So by using Snowflake, it is one feature such a way that what we can able to take n number of copies, n number of backup without any additional storage. Okay, there will be okay, zero storage will be there for the cloned objects. Okay, see, this was the point I want. So zero copy cloning without any additional storage, we can able to take n number of copies. Okay, the syntax is simple only. So create table. So new table. So clone is the keyword. So old table. Okay, so this is the functionality. Create table, new table, clone old table. Okay, see, suppose I go back here for understanding purpose. Now I want to create a database. Same thing, tell me the database. What is syntax? Instead of table, put database. Okay, suppose like see, I want to put so dev clone db for understanding purpose. And what is the database name? My database name is development database. So development database. Now what exactly we are trying to do? So if I go for short tables, as of now, how many tables are there? Okay, see, refresh the same thing. Okay, see, we can get, so 6 tables are there. Now requirement is that what I want to take this entire database backup for testing purpose. Now what happened? How can I take this backup? We can go for create. So database, new database name, clone is the keyword, old database name. Now try to execute. Now see what happened. Okay. Now see, as of now, how many databases are there? Only 3 databases. So refresh the same thing. Now we'll get the new database and the respective tables has been created. What about storage? There'll be zero copy cloning because it's a zero copy cloning without any additional storage. We can take the backup of the table. Simple. I'll
S-
try to show you one
So,
thing.
Praveen,
Nice,
I
nice.
have a
Go.
couple of questions here. So,
Okay, good.
let's say we add 2 rows
Mm-mm.
in dev environment and
Okay.
we add 5 rows in production. What's going to happen?
Like see, as of now, it won't have any storage. When you try to perform any changes, no, it will have storage always. So both are independent to each other. So one more time. So your point is that what, okay, suppose like say EMP table is there. In the EMP table, as of now, 10 records are there. Now EMPT clone table, it's having 10 records are there as of now because I clone the thing. Okay, clone thing and storage will have only one storage will be there. Next time what happen? I am trying to insert one more record in the 10 plus 1 in the main table. Now what happened? This record won't be available in the clone because both are independent to each other. For the
Sure,
point of see. Okay, as
sure.
of now, particular point of time, there will be no storage. When you try to perform any changes, now what happen? There will be separate storage there, and it won't have any impact in the both tables. Both are independent to each other. Let me show you one thing. Now what happens? See the same thing. Employee table, employee clone table, there will be IDs and a clone group. I see both things 16388, both are having the same ID and a clone group ID. What about employee count? See 32776 1 6. So both are different thing. Why? Because it is getting cloned from this ID and it's having 3584 storage, it having zero things. It's a zero copy clone because it doesn't have any storage. So by seeing this image, or by this, say these are both are same. These are both are different. It is getting cloned from this ID. So 3584, it says zero. So by this we can able to understand it's a zero copy cloning. There won't be any additional storage will be there. When you try to perform any tables, then there will be storage will be there because so we are trying to insert some records or we are trying to do some manipulation my data. So manipulation compulsory will be storage. As of now, there won't have any storage. Once we try to perform any DMS or anything, now what happen? It occupies storage. So main purpose of clone is to take a backup or to preserve the data, or I want to do some testing purpose. So that's why it's without any storage, we can able to perform like this. It's called as zero copy cloning. Yes. Okay, now see, we are having the development database, we are having the clone database. So both are having same table. So without any additional storage, it's also called as fast cloning because it's like we are not storing the actual data. We're storing only the metadata information. So this is fine. Okay, it's called as, so hope this is clear. This is fine. Same thing. One more feature is that in Snowflake time travel feature. Okay, see time travel feature. Suppose see what happened. Okay, I want see list of tables. Go for show tables. Now suppose like this is my table EMP34. So this is the table. Okay, see, select start from. This is my table, or else like go for it. So this is my table. As of now, how many records? Suppose like 9 records are there. 9 records are there. So by mistakenly, I perform drop table EMPT. Now see what happened. Now I drop the table. Now if I select the statement, it won't have that. It says SQL compilation error object does not exist or not. Or now what happened? Assume this is an important table. Now what happened? We generally what we need to get it from backup. But in Snowflake, we are having the concept of time travel. That is simply I use undrop. Okay, see, we can able to get our data back. This is concept of time travel. So we can able to bring data, okay, by using time travel. The modified changes, we can able to get it. This is not bad, it's a time travel. We can able to access the historical changes that has been updated, that has been deleted, that has been modified, or that can be drop. Okay, simple use case. So drop it, and I can able to undrop with it. This is not bad, it's a time travel feature. Okay, so go the
So,
pointer. Cloning, yes,
right.
go it.
So, Praveen, I have two questions here.
Mhm.
So, is there a defined time limit till when we can go ahead and retrieve? Or if I dropped something 1 year ago, can I undrop that today?
There is a time limit. Okay, see by default, no, go for show tables. Okay,
Okay.
search for like. So my table, I want to go for my table. Now see here one column is there. Okay, see say data retention. So it's a retention time. So it's a one. One is nothing but 1 day. 1 day up to 1 day we can able to make it working. Okay, up to 1 day. If we want to get it back, we can able to get it back. After 1 day, it is not able to bring the data. Okay, this is one point. What one the limit is that what see, so see in Snowflake where we can able to change this date 1 day to 90 days. Okay, see simple thing. I'll try to show you. Alter table, our table name EMPT, set data retention time in days equal to 90. So see maximum 90. See it's getting added. I say if I put 91, it says maximal reduction 90 days. So in the sense like what? Up to 90 days, if any changes, no, we can able to retrieve it back. After 90 days, it is not possible. That was the point here.
This is very good information, right, Praveen? One more question. So, let's say yesterday we created a table. Okay.
Okay.
We inserted 10 records into it. Okay.
Okay.
Can you please note this down
Okay. One
somewhere?
second.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll write here only.
So
Okay.
let's
See.
say we created a table orders yesterday.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. Order stable.
And
Then
then we inserted 10 records into it.
yesterday only.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 records. Okay.
Okay. And
Mm.
after that, we deleted 3 records.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
And after that, we inserted 5 more.
Mm. Okay.
And then we inserted 3 more.
Okay.
Is
Mm.
it possible for us to go to that initial version that had only 10 records?
Yes, I'll try to explain. So say simple thing. I'll try to share with use case.
Sure.
Okay, see. So create table, simple thing. Okay, I'm going for EMP only. Okay, ID, number. Okay, so one table with one column. So see, before that, no, for every statement, I'll try to execute one statement. See, one statement. Snowflake is generating one query ID. Okay, see the query ID. Now same thing. Try to execute one more time the same query. Now what happened? for every statement, Snowflake is generating a unique query ID. Okay, so unique query ID. Okay, got the point. So this tell me this both are same or it's different?
It's different.
Okay, so different. Okay, see, there will be unique things. Okay, so same thing in a similar fashion. Let me create one table. Now Snowflake is generating what? One query ID. Copy the query ID and paste here. Okay, same thing. Now what happened? Let me insert one record to your point. Insert into EMP11. Okay, so values 1. Okay, so suppose you want no couple of records 2. I'm putting couple of records 3. Okay, so 4 records. So 4. As of now, how many records are inserted? 4 records. Copy the statement, query ID, and paste here. Okay. So paste here. Now what happened? Let me, so how to see the data now, how, as of now, how many cards are there in my table? There are four
Four
records.
records.
4 records are there. Okay. Now what happened? So by mistakenly, I want to delete one record. By mistakenly, I deleted all records. So this is the use case. We'll take. So delete from EMP11. Okay. One. Okay. Now see, now try to commit this data. Okay. So now what happened? So firstly, copy the query ID. Copy here and paste here. Okay, so this is a query ID, so it will be unique. Okay, now what happened? Commit this data so that changes are reflected permanently. Now see this data, how many records are there as of now? No records are there. But what happened? I want to get this 4 records. Now see what happened. Now it's not undrop, it's not able to undrop this because table is already there. Now what happened? I want to go to previous state. So see, if I put select star from, it's the as of now no records are there. Now what happened? We are having the concept of time travel. Select star from EMP11. So before bracket open bracket close, here we should pass the statement. Statement that is nothing but we should pass the query ID. Which query ID pass? I should pass the, so this statement, before this statement, what exactly my data is there. So as of now, no records are there. I'm passing the query ID here. Now see, we'll get the, okay, so put the semicolon. Now we're getting 4 records, huh?
Perfect.
Okay, so
I
this,
think
okay.
this is really helpful. So we can undrop if we have changed multiple operations. We can revert that as long as it is within the retention time. I think
Retention
this
time.
is very clear, Praveen. We can
Okay.
move to the next topic.
Okay, so say like one more time conclude. So mainly for time plus what, when you want to compare previous data, like yesterday's data, what is yesterday's data, and I want to compare today's data, we can able to with the help of time travel concept. This is one more feature. So it's like I want to compare yesterday's sales with today's sales. How can I do? We can go for this okay straight query ID and we can able to make it working. Okay, hope this clear. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Now go
Sure.
back to your one more use case. Okay. Now I am having one data. Simple thing. Okay, see name, city. So 3 columns are there. One Praveen, Hyderabad. So two Kumar, Chennai. So 2 records are there. Let me save them in my desktop.
So Praveen, what are we doing? Are we trying to load from CSV to the
Okay. So,
table?
yeah, CSV data. I want to show you how we can load a CSV data into Snowflake table. Okay. So
Sure.
let me write simple EMP. So load CS load. Okay, load file. Okay, so this is my file. It is there in my local machine. So this data I want to load into Snowflake table. So first where I should go? I should go to Snowflake. Okay, see, go back. Before that, first what happened? I should create one table because now this data I want to done into Snowflake. How can I do Snowflake? First, you should create one table. So before one database should be there. Okay, database already there. Now create one table saying EMP load underscore T. So EMP load underscore T. What are the columns we are having? We are having ID name city. ID, it's a number data type. Okay, name, it's a varchar. Okay, city, it's a varchar. Okay, so varchar. So these are the data types. Let me create one table with the help of shortcut that is Control Enter. Now, how does this data? Select the star from our table name. So employee loaded. So see, as of now, no records are there. Now our data is there in my CSV file. So earlier what is now we can able to load data. So refresh. So what is my database name? So dev clone bd. Okay, so this is the same thing, public schema. And what's the table name? So EMP load T. So click on So here 3 dots. One more time. Go to particular database. Okay. So particular database, particular schema. Go to my table. What's my table name? EMP load T. Click on 3 dots. So load data. Click on load data. So where is our file? So browse. So go to desktop. Okay. EMP load. This is my file. Okay. So click on this value. Okay, see now what happened now, what we should so browse. Okay, next. Okay, now see what exactly happened now. We are taking the files emp load file txt into dev clone bd public schema and loading. So this is database name, schema name, and object name. This is called as fully qualified name. We are taking the data from txt file and we are going to load in the particular database, particular schema, particular table. Okay, now this is what file format same text as a CSV, comma separate value. So click on this value, select a file form. So CSV, comma separate value or tab separate value. Okay, let me load. Now see what happened. It says error on line number 1, character 1. So can you tell what exactly it's a numeric value ID is not recognized. So in the sense like what? See, now tell me how many records are there in my file? 2 or 3?
The first one is header, which is why it's failing.
Okay, now see
We have two records.
Snowflake understood this as, so we know it's a 2 record, but Snowflake is treating as this also has 1 record. So we should say like, so it's not a data, it's a header. How can I say, go back here. Okay, see here header is there. It's a skip first line and a field element. It's a what? It's a comma. It's a comma. So now each field is a comma. We can simply say comma. We can able to select. If it's a tab, we can say okay, it's a comma. We can go for comma. Load this data. So see, so from the file, we are trying to load into table query data. Now we'll get 3 records will be coming. 2 records will come. So this is what data loading from the file to Snowflake. So simply you can done. So by selecting the particular file format, so we can able to load the Snowflake table. Obviously, so this is loading the file from loading data from file into Snowflake table.
Sure.
Obviously,
I think, yeah, I think Praveen, this is very clear. Um, thank you for this, Praveen. Do you have any closing remarks? I think, do you have anything final from your PPT that you want to share to the audience?
like it's like simple, like 5. Well, I will try to conclude like 4 to 5 points. What exactly these things? Okay, so Snowflake, it's a cloud-based data warehouse. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, so mainly for processing huge volumes of data, and it's mainly for data migration project. And one more thing is that we can able to, okay, it supports multi-cloud, AWS, Azure, and GCP. We're having the features of cloning, time travel, okay, semi-structured data also it will support, we can able to process the same. Okay, so we can able to conclude this all the points. Okay, so because of all these points, Snowflake is boom right now. Okay.
Sure, sure.
Mhm.
Thanks a lot, Praveen. Thanks a lot for your time, guys. We will leave the link to Praveen's YouTube channel. He is posting some really good information there. Please do go ahead, subscribe to that, check his channel out. And Praveen also offers a training program. I believe, Praveen, you post information about that on your channel.
Yes,
So
yeah.
if you are looking for Snowflake training, you can always reach out to Praveen on his YouTube channel. If you have any questions related to Snowflake or you would like a follow-up video with Praveen on Snowflake, please drop in a comment and we would try to request for his precious time. Thanks a lot, Praveen. This was really, really informative. Um, we would like to collaborate with you sometime in future real soon.
Sure, sure, nice talking. Thank you, Vic. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.